Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Let's Code Duke Nukem, where we aim to recreate the original EGA action platformer, released in 1991. Enemies have been able to decrease our health for quite some episodes now. Also, we have the soda cans and turkey legs ready for pickup, but they do not increase our health just yet. Also, they should be shootable. The soda cans can be shot and then picked up midair for a nice bonus, and the chicken leg can be shot to get a whole chicken for a bigger increase in health when picked up. There's also the nuclear molecule that will fill up Duke's health to the max. So in today's episode, we will implement all of these things, and finally we will make Duke actually die when he drops below 0 health. Let's go. So let's go to our active class and to the item, and let's find our soda can. So when this guy is picked up, it should do the regular points, and it should increase Duke's health. So I guess we'll do increase health by 1. Let's create a method and let's move it. Yeah, just at the hurt spot, I guess. Increase health with some sort of amount. And then we can say health plus the amount. And we should cap the health to the 8. So let's keep track of the maximum health. Max health is 8. And then max health here. And where did we? Here. So health equals the minimum of the maximum health, or the health plus the amount. So this way we will never exceed maximum health. Okay. So let's see. So let's get hurt. We have 1 health removed. Let's open up this can, and there we go. We got some health back. Now let's see if we can pick something up with maximum health right now. And then we need to find another soda can and see if our health does not go out of bounds here. And it doesn't. All right, so that's step 1. Then let's do the same for the drumstick. So here, state get Duke, increase health. And this guy also gives 1 health when it is in the single state. Private int amount is 1. Okay. So now the drumstick should give some health. Let's test that out as well. So this should contain a drumstick, and let's go over it, and there we go. We have the health back. All right, so that is the easy part. Now let's make these things shootable. So let's start with the drumstick. So if the drumstick can be shot, and if it is hit by one of our bullets, then we should change it into the full chicken. So we should update our tile index in that case. So our tile index. So I think what we'll do is we'll give this guy its own class, otherwise this is going to go out of hand a little bit. So new class drumstick. I guess we'll just call it chicken. Extends active. And then let's paste in the class that we copied. And this is an item. And yeah, let's override the render method and let's just render ourselves. So renderer draw tile, assets, get object, and then this tile index 44, 44 xy, 44. All right, so it can be shot private, let's keep a boolean, I guess. Private boolean cooked or something. Because if you shoot it, it becomes whole, right? It becomes a whole chicken. Private boolean whole. Whole by default is false. It can be shot while it's not whole. And if it is hit, then we'll just say whole is true. And if it's picked up, it should increase health. And if whole gives 2 health, otherwise it's 1 health. And the tile index should be whole 45, half is 44. Okay. So let's go to the active factory and let's add the chicken here. And let's add the chicken here. Chicken. Okay, let's test our chicken. All right, so there's a single chicken here. Let's shoot it, it becomes whole, and then we cannot shoot it anymore. And then let's get hurt to see if it gives 2 health. So now I've lost 2 health here. And there we go. But it still gives 100 points. So let's fix that, because once it's cooked and you pick it up, it should give more points. So I guess we need to do points is whole 200, otherwise it's 100 points. All right, so that is the chicken. So that is done. So let's do the same for the soda can. So let's create a new class soda. Let's extend item. And let's go back to our item class and cut out the soda code here. All right. Okay, so let's do the animation ourselves. So let's increment the frame here. And then here because we need slower animation, so we'll divide the frame here by 4. And private int frame. Okay, so a soda can be shot. So let's keep track of if it's exploding or not, or if it's fizzing, I guess. Fizzing is false. I don't like the animation stuff in this item class now anymore, because we're overriding it so many times now. So I'm going to remove it from the item class, superclass, in just a second. So points is, if we're fizzing, this is scoring 1000, otherwise it's 200 points. And if it's not fizzing, then we can increase the health. And we also need to update this soda can, because if it's fizzing, we need to set the upward velocity. I guess it's like -2 or something, or -4 maybe even. I don't know, we'll check. And it can be shot while it's not fizzing. As soon as it's fizzing, it's flying up and it can't be shot anymore. Okay, frame. So there's 4 frames with 4 ticks each. So frame should stay within the 16 range. All right. Now we have some related problems. This should just be a regular soda now, and this as well. When we hit it, so let's see, where's the can be shot here? So let's go over to hit, and the super hit does nothing, right? Yeah, okay, so we can just say fizzing is true here. There, it will go up, give 1,000 points. Okay, so now we just need to fix the fizzing animation that it is spinning around. So let's go into object.png and let's find our soda can. Or is it in anim? I guess it is in anim then, if it's not here. Anim. Yeah, there it is. So it's also 4 frames of fizzing action. So let's go to soda and let's add 4 to the frame if we're fizzing. So let's see, int, I don't know, tile index is fizzing 132, 136, or else it's one. So I guess we'll just do 130. No, this is fine. So if it's fizzing, we'll have 136, otherwise it's 132. And let's add the correct frame. I'll reset frame back to 0 so that the animation starts from the start when he flips over to the fizzing animation. So it's flying up at a velocity of 2. Let's make that 4, and let's make it, if it bumps the head, then it should be destroyed. So active is false, and we need to spark, but for now we'll just remove it and see. So let's find a soda can just below the ceiling. I'm not too sure where that would be. Oh, maybe there's one. Yep. So that gets removed as soon as it hits the ceiling, so that's great. So we just need to spawn some sparks here. So I think we'll give the bump the game state as well. So let's go over to active. Let's find our bump method and let's pass in state, just like we do for landing. Game state, state. Now this will introduce a lot of, oh well, 4, that's okay. All right, so the wall crawler has a bump game state, state. And balloon has a bump that just flags it. And our soda has a bump. Game state, 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 add effect, new effect, sparks. All right, let's run the game. Game state, state. All right, let's go find that soda can again. And let's see if we can see some sparks now once it hits the ceiling. And there we go. Okay, so that is the exploding soda and the drumstick. So that's pretty cool. So let's go over to the item class and let's rip out the animation from there. Because yeah, I just don't like it. So let's just remove the animated flag. And let's not keep the frame anymore. So what we'll do is we'll make tile index protected and we'll let the subclasses figure it out for themselves. So let's see, we have the flag here, private int frame. Yeah, and then render. And then we'll just decide for we'll render first and then we'll increment frame. Frame plus 1% 3, there's 3 frames in the flag. All right, and we'll do the same for the radio. Private int frame. Okay, and then let's figure out our item subclasses. So we have a balloon, which does its own frame stuff, private int frame. So I guess the balloon should also update the frame in the render method after it's drawing. There we go. And chicken is not animated, but the soda is animated, but it already has its own frame. So that animation is fixed. Flag layer joystick. Okay, so now I think this is a bit better. All right, yeah, so then what we need to add is the nuclear molecule. So let's go over to the DOS game modding wiki. Let's find the Duke level format. All right, so let's figure out the coordinates, the tile index and stuff for the nuclear molecule. So that is this box, 3029. So let's go to the active factory and let's extract that one out. That's here, 3029. So that is supposed to go here. Case 29 is a new box gray, X, Y, new nuclear molecule, X, Y. Okay, let's create this class. And this is going to extend item. It's going to have a frame. And let's super XY. And then I guess we need to know the basic tile index. So that is an object, if I remember correct. And it's just to the right of the popped balloon. So let's find out the popped balloon tile index. So popped is 73. So then that means our base tile index is going to be 74. All right. Item in points. It gives 1,000 points when picked up, I believe. Okay, so when this guy is picked up, we want to increase Duke's health by the maximum amount. So I guess we'll make this one a public, so that the nuclear molecule can say just increase it to the max. And this needs to render. So renderer draw tile assets get object, and it was tile 74 plus the current frame, X and Y. Frame equals frame plus 1. And there are how many frames here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 frames. 9 frames. We start at 0, of course, so we can %9 it. Okay, and then let's go back to the active factory. There is the nuclear molecule. Okay, so let's see if we can find our nuclear molecule. There it is. And it increased health to 100%. Okay, sweet. Couple of things to wrap up. So when Duke hits 0 health, we'll reset the level. So what we need to do is in the game state, there should be an update method here that says at the very end, I guess, if Duke get health equals is less than 0, then we'll just switch a level. And yeah, so we need to have access to the resource loader here. So Duke.reset the current level. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's first fix the blinking health label. So let's go to health. So here we have a blinking. So let's go dump the border graphics to see which tiles is the blinking health label tiles. So border. So here are the health tiles, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles to the right is the red health label. So let's go to HUD. And then here we need +4 when we're blinking. +4. So does this guy have a frame? Not yet. Guess we'll also keep track of the frame here. And then at the end of the draw, frame is frame +1% 2. And then here we can say if health state get health is exactly 0 and frame, I guess whatever. Then we need a different base tile. So let's see, tile index int label health label index equals this guy, and then 36 plus 4 or nothing. And then we can just do health label index plus 1. So this should blink us red when we are at 0 health. And yeah, let's see if it does. So I guess it's going to take a while. All right, so it looks like I messed it up. One, two, three, four, five. I guess 6 is it, of course, because we start at the left one. So +6. All right, one more time. And we just did see our reset there. We need to do a full level reset, so I think we need to just wire in the resource loader into the game state or something to just reload the level. All right. So our health is blinking now, so that's looking pretty cool. And when we die, we spawn all the way back at the top. Okay, so yeah, last thing to do is just fully reload the level from scratch. And for that, we'll just, like I said, we'll keep the resource loader in the game state here. Maybe it would be better to give the level some sort of a reset button that it will reset to its original state. But for now, the best thing we can do is just load it from scratch. So switch level public void reset level. And then we can say level is loader, read level. And I guess we need to keep track of the level number that this level has. So let's add that to the level class as well. Where is the level? There's a level. So private int number, get number. And then let's figure out where do we load up the level. Let's pass in the level number. I guess we get it as part of the arguments. Yes, we do. So there we go. And then here we need to pass in the loader. All right. So resetting the level, we'll just reload the level. We should not instantiate Duke on every switch level. We should just do it once in the game state. So we'll reset level, so we'll switch level to the current level by reloading it. And this will reset Duke as well. So reset level. And then when Duke dies, so let's go back here. Instead of Duke reset level, we'll tell the game state to do a full reset. Okay, we can test this by shooting a couple of boxes and shooting a few enemies, and these should reappear when we die. So this Acme sign is going to go away. We'll remove this box. And let's kill this enemy. And let's have this enemy kill us. Alright, so looks like we crashed because we don't assign the level in our constructor. Man. Okay, let's try again. Man, that was horrible. So let's destroy this camera. And let's destroy this box. And he should reappear after Duke dies. And I guess we should reset our score to 0 as well. Every points that you earned in the level should be deducted. Okay, our health is blinking. We're almost dead. And we're dead. And we're respawning. And the camera's back and the box is back. Okay, last thing. Let's just reset our score to 0. And in the future, the score should go back to what it was before the level was loaded up. So if you had 1,000 points and you reset the level, you should revert back to the 1,000 points. But we just have level 1, so resetting the score to 0 is going to be fine. All right, so that about wraps it up for today. We've done quite some things again, adding in the health pickups, letting Duke respawn. Now there's an elaborate explosion sequence and a fade to white and stuff when Duke dies, but we'll leave that as a to-do for the future. So for now, this is it. I want to thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments down below. So join me next time where we will implement the flamethrowers and possibly also the bouncing mines and the pointy spikes to add some more hazards to the environment. All right, thank you. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.